The Last of Us, from the video game to the HBO TV series. The Last of Us, which was initially released almost a decade ago, has established itself as one of the finest examples of video game storytelling. The HBO adaptation of this acclaimed Sony PlayStation title not only retains the game's chilling narrative, but also explores its post-apocalyptic world in novel and captivating ways. The show offers a fresh take on the Last of Us universe, which is sure to enthrall and amaze even the most devoted gamers. With its exquisite writing and engaging plot, the Last of Us television series is a testament to the power of a well-crafted video game story. The HBO Max show, which debuted on Sunday, immerses viewers in a post-apocalyptic world where a fungal brain infection has turned much of the population into brutal cannibals. The series follows Joel, a surly smuggler, as he undertakes a mission to transport a rebellious teenager named Ellie across the United States. Along the way, they face numerous challenges, and their relationship develops in unexpected ways, leaving the audience both amazed and disturbed. Welcome to Streaming Addicted, your YouTube channel that reveals the best movies and TV series of the moment every day. The dynamic performances of Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, who previously starred in the Game of Thrones, breathe life and compassion into this captivating and complex duo, adding layers of emotion to every scene. The story begins with Joel at the start of the outbreak, as civilization crumbles around him. The opening sequence closely resembles the video game, establishing Joel's emotional investment in the journey ahead. Pascal's portrayal is nuanced and powerful, evoking profound anguish and resilience, as well as moments of wit and resolve. After the opening, the story jumps ahead 20 years, where the audience is introduced to a world vastly different from the one Joel once knew. Survivors of the fungal infection now live in heavily fortified quarantine zones that are under the control of the remnants of the US military, enforcing strict rules and regulations. Meanwhile, a rebel group known as the Fireflies challenges the authority, leading to a constant state of tension and unrest. On top of that, the country is now overrun with marauders and infected, making survival an even greater challenge for those who remain. The show's exploration of the post-apocalyptic world is intriguing, but it can be a bit overwhelming for viewers. The first few episodes contain flashbacks that reveal the origins of the outbreak, which is a new element not found in the game. Co-writers Craig Mazin, who created HBO's Chernobyl, and Neil Druckmann, the game series' creative director, included this backstory to provide a strong foundation for newcomers, but it will also captivate those who are familiar with the game. Pedro Pascal's performance as Joel in the show portrays a hardened survivor who has done whatever necessary to survive over the years. Reluctantly, he takes on the mission with Ellie. As the show progresses, Pascal adds layers of world wariness to his character, while the chemistry between him and Bella Ramsey's Ellie gradually emerges, building a bond between the two. The show does an excellent job of patiently developing their relationship over time. Bella Ramsey's portrayal of Elle in The Last of Us adaptation initially showcases her defiance and headstrong nature, but her character's depth becomes more apparent as the show progresses. She portrays Ellie's sense of curiosity and wonder as she learns from Joel and the people they encounter during their journey through the post-apocalyptic world. As the series develops, the focus shifts towards Ellie's character, and Ramsey delivers a nuanced and electric performance. The show effectively uses the infected as a sparingly but potential threat, faithfully translating their menacing presence from the game to the screen. While some of the visual and sound effects were not yet complete in the press episodes, the overall quality of these scenes and their ability to ratchet up the tension is already apparent. Despite the dark and grim post-apocalyptic world, the series has moments of joy and hope that are mostly brought by the curious and defiant character of Ellie. These moments of levity are significant and provide a respite from the constant danger and darkness surrounding the characters. However, these moments are often followed by reminders of the harsh reality they are facing. Nonetheless, the audience will undoubtedly join in the first time Joel and Ellie share a laugh together. In addition to its focus on Joel and Ellie's journey, The Last of Us also takes a few intriguing detours in its 9-episode run to tell more self-contained stories. These episodes offer glimpses into the lives of supporting characters, revealing how they've managed to find room for tenderness and happiness amidst the horrors of their world. These diversions never feel like padding and instead add emotional depth and context to the main narrative. The show takes some unexpected narrative diversions, with one episode delving into the backstory of Bill, a tough survivor, and played by Nick Offerman. This episode provides a refreshing and unsettling break from the core narrative, while also expanding on a storyline only briefly touched on in the game. It is widely regarded as the most poignant and inspiring episode of the season and is a perfect example of episodic storytelling at its finest. After watching this episode, you might need some time to process the intense emotions it evokes. In the second of all these self-contained stories, the show reveals a moment in Ellie's past that will be familiar to game fans. Ramsey's dynamic with a character played by Storm Reed is immensely fun to watch, even if there is a sense of foreboding throughout the episode. The original game composer, Gustavo Santaolall's score brings a poignant sense of sorrow to the story, while some pop and rock songs provide a glimpse of the world that existed before the outbreak. Adding to that, the show also features a new character, Lenny James, a Civil War veteran and loner, who brings an additional layer of depth and complexity to the story. While the show takes some creative liberties, it never feels like it's straying too far from the source material and remains faithful to the game's themes of survival, loss, and hope. The Last of Us series is a goldmine for fans of the game, as it delivers plenty of previously unseen moments that are sure to leave viewers giddy with excitement. From subtle visual Easter eggs to cleverly crafted cameos, the showrunners have taken great care to honor the game's legacy while also creating something new and exciting. The attention to detail is impressive, with every set piece and location closely resembling those from the game. The production team has also made sure to include small but significant touches that will please the fans, like the recognizable sound effects and animations used when Ellie crafts items, or Joel uses his listening ability. Furthermore, the series incorporates new scenes that expand the game's universe, adding depth and complexity to characters and events that players may already be familiar with. These moments are seamlessly woven into the story, and the talented cast brings them to life with authenticity and nuance. For die-hard fans, the show also features a multitude of references and nods to the game's lore. These range from subtle visual cues like the appearance of the Fireflies logo to more overt cameos from characters like Ish, who is only briefly mentioned in the game. These Easter eggs are sure to delight longtime fans and add an extra layer of enjoyment to an already engrossing series. In addition to the previously mentioned surprises, HBO's The Last of Us is also filled with countless other nods to the game that fans will appreciate. From subtle visual Easter eggs that reference key moments from the game to clever cameos from recognizable characters,